as Mr. Sharma also said, although Bangladesh, particularly Dhaka, has been racked by protests by youth on a large scale asking for punishments for war criminals of 1971 and also fundamentalist outfits to be banned from politics, it does not appear likely that Islamist hold has weakened in that society.
Well, you know, there are two aspects to that. One of those is that the vocal opposition to this whole people who are still trying to seek out their own entities, and the entity that is being sort of shown to them by the Awami League and the more liberal democratic forces is the entity of Bengali-ness, which Deepu Moni spoke about when she came to India, the essential idea of being a Bengali predating all
Islam.
of the colonial influences and Islam. So while of course you're an Islamic country, Islam is not center stage, and that is the kind of projection that they're trying to do, and that is what the vast majority of civil society and youth of Bangladesh are also trying to preserve and protect. So to that extent, the Jamaat's opposition and then subsequently this whole imposition of the Hifazat-e-Islam and all of these things is a clear, somewhat desperate measure to regain center stage for religion. So we can only hope that by delivering on certain things which the Awami League would like the land boundary and the Tista, that her politics nature of that state.
Right, but can it really affect the outcome?
Oh, hugely, hugely. I mean, I think that even within Bangladesh at this point of time, the basic struggle is to try and figure out what Bangladesh wants to be as an entity. Does it want to be a Bengali nation?
Right.
Does it want to be the Islamic Republic of Bangladesh?
And they are going, starting with the language movement and various other things. Now, once again, these parties are trying to bring back the pre-partition kind of a thing. They're talking there should be segregation between female workers and male workers. Another saving something favorable for liberals is we are seeing what is happening in Egypt and number of other societies which are going through this, and what are the consequences of succumbing to such forces.
Right.
So we need to play the
of India as well, but Dr. Bharadwaj, very quickly, we know that this prospect of the BNP coming back to power in these elections seems to be rising. The Awami League has suffered the defeat in 5 city corporation polls already. What can be the implications?
There are 4 factors will determine the future
future
of Bangladesh. 4 factors. First is the 15th constitutional amendment, where the Almighty Allah word has been dropped and secularism was incorporated. Second, the war trial issue that has been mobilized, polarized the society in between the secular and in the about the Tista and land boundary, the transit issue. That we are getting transit, we are getting Chittagong port, we are getting connectivity, we are getting development, we are getting market. You know, we are losing. What will happen if, in case Awami League will lose, that the defeat of the cap of the defeat will put on the head of India, that because India we lost and India did not support the democratic, liberal democratic forces in Bangladesh.
All right, we'll have to leave it at that. I'm afraid we are completely out of time. I'd like to thank all my guests for coming to the studios. It was a pleasure having you all here. That's it for now in this edition of Insight. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.